5-minute webinars. Now, what is a 5-minute webinars? It's very simple. First, we have to discuss why people jump on webinars, and it's simple. The reason someone comes to your webinar is because you promised to teach them something that they don't know. Simple, easy to understand. But the question always is, does it have to be a 90-minute premeditated webinar where people have to sit and listen? This is who I am. This is why you should listen to me. This is my credibility. This is the problem. This is the solution. Here's a bunch of bonuses, and please buy stuff from me. That's the basic webinar that everyone does. But what if I told you that you could do it in simply 5 minutes? Now, let's start off with basic scenarios here. How many questions do people have about what your product does? Meaning, I have a problem, and what's the question that I might ask to get the answer to my problem? So let me give you an example. If I was teaching a course on blogging, the problem or the question that people might have is, how do I set up my blog? Which system should I use? Okay, that's a pretty simple question that people might ask. So what you do is you create an opt-in page, and the opt-in page says simply this: want to know how to get started in blogging? Let me show you in the next 5 minutes. That's it. Now, once they opt in to that particular page, they're going to see a video, and the video is going to be you simply answering their question. Here is exactly how you do it, and don't hold back. Tell them you go to WordPress, you download WordPress, you install it, and here's some ways to install it and everything else. Literally, you answer the question in 5 minutes, full out. Then at the end of that 5 minutes, what you simply do is this. You say something along the lines of, now that I've shared that with you, let me share with you something special that I'm doing right now. That's the transition. And then you go into whatever your product does. You don't have to go to a big pitch, but it obviously has to do with something about blogging. What I just showed you was just part of a brand new course that came out on how to get started blogging and how to succeed in no time at all. And let me tell you what's included in this particular product. And then you just go through what's included with it, you get to the price, and you give them an opportunity to buy on that particular page. So again, the process is you start off by having a question that people ask about something that's related to your product, your service. So then you come up with a list of questions, and you can probably come up with 30, 40, 50 questions about what your product actually does. You with me? Then what you do is you create an opt-in page for every single one of those questions. And on the opt-in page, you simply tell them, hey, would you like to know how to do this? Let me show you exactly how to do it in the next 5 minutes, and enter your name, your email address. So then what happens? They go to the next page, you create a video. Now, there's 2 parts to the video. Number 1 is what you're teaching them. Number 2 is the actual offer. So you, if you want to be smart, create the offer part separately. Because you're going to do that, you can match it up to every one of the training segments. So for example, here's my training on how to do XYZ. And then, oh, by the way, let me share with you something special that we're doing. Boom, here's your offer that you've already pre-recorded that pitches the whole product. And again, at the end of that, there's a button where people can buy your particular product and or service. What does it do? It's very simple. It gives people the same elements as a webinar. They came because they wanted to learn something that they didn't know how to do. Number 2, after you've told them and you showed them and you've proven it to them, next step is you make an offer. And at the end of that offer, you give them the price and they buy. So just like a webinar, you're building a list of people that are interested in your general topic. Then what you're doing is you're making a pitch to them. And then, of course, we would want to implement a follow-up strategy in order to make this all work and try to get you as many sales as you possibly can. So you're building a list, you're making sales all at the same time. And the beauty of it is it's not a premeditated scenario like a normal webinar. For example, if I go to a webinar page, what I'm going to see is, hey, sign up for my webinar that's happening in the next 3 days or in the next 24 hours or even in the next 15 minutes. That's what you typically have. It's premeditated, right? But in this particular case, it's instant. Hey, let me show you in the next 5 minutes. Boom. The difference is that people randomly don't have an extra 90 minutes throughout their day. Some of them might. That's certainly possible. But the average person, if they're somewhat busy, wasn't expected to come to a page and saying, hey, watch this webinar right now. It typically doesn't happen, but I can almost guarantee you that people will have an extra 5 minutes in order to see the answer to a problem that they're honestly actively looking for the answer to. That's how they found you, through search or advertising or whatever it may be. But again, they have that 5 minutes. So they're like, hey, I can watch this right now. They watch it, boom, it flows right into the next part, which is your product. And then boom, it flows right into the actual asking for them to buy the product. Boom, just like that. It's a simple process. The whole thing, your 5 minutes plus the pitch, is maybe another 5 minutes. So let's say a total of 10 minutes that we're asking that person for. Nothing long, nothing drawn out. Boom, get right to the point. And then what you have is you have a series of these. Now think of every question that a person could ask that's related to your product that your product answers. So then what you do is you basically, if this was the center of what your product does, you basically create these little pieces around it that all feed into your actual product. So you might have, like I said, 30, 40, 50, maybe even more different little, let's call them 5-minute webinar pages. And boom, you have something that I can guarantee 100% that your competitors don't have. And probably no one else that you know is actually doing this. But again, what is it called? A 5-minute webinar. Go ahead, get started with it. Try it today. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I'll give you a lot more great ideas just like this. Don't wait. Go ahead, click that and share that button today. So again, my name is Armin Moore, and I'll talk to everyone soon. Bye, everybody.